favor was out there.
Previously
right?
on the Mike Knoxxx Show.
And I think it's very funny how they interweave this into the storyline. I gotta be honest about that. I like what they're doing here. But let's go back to this opening picture. The next Heyman guy. As I said, a spade's a spade. And I started to think 3 weeks ago, I said, I know everybody's going to think, Seth Rollins doesn't need a manager. He's Seth freaking Rollins. I saw a video, and I shared it, that was from when Heyman told Punk, or Punk told Heyman, you're going to walk out me at WrestleMania. And then all of a sudden this Friday, that hits. So that's not a dirt sheet, people. That wasn't a source. That was just an intelligent wrestling fan doing their due diligence as being more of a wrestling fan or a different wrestling fan than me that goes and find that shit. But I thank you for it. I will be your citizen reporter. It's been a while since I've been here. My grandson's here, so hopefully I don't wake him up. But he's going to be welcome to the Mike Knoxxx Show. Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass. YouTube or Google me. Turn it up and play it. Cause many people think it. I just had the balls.
Drums, please.
Viewers may find the following video disturbing.
This ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the Money Night Raw, what you getting in? Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, it's a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You can call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
It is that time of the season. It's like Christmas for wrestling fans, people. Welcome everybody back to the Mike Knoxxx Show, the season premiere of the Mike Knoxxx Show. 16 years I've been doing this, and 16 years I don't give a flying fig Newton. I'm going to keep giving it to you because wrestling is important to me, and wrestling should be important to you. It is WrestleMania season. No disrespect towards the SmackDown show last night, who are all going to Vegas. So I'm going to love them, hope they're safe, have a wonderful time. Even some of them get what they want out of it. You know what I mean? You in Vegas, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except for the clap, because you can't take that and it goes wherever you go. But whatever they do in Vegas, I hope they have a good time, but fuck them. I don't want them to have any fun other than having fun because I'm not there and I'm hating because I am your fan's favorite fan and your hater's favorite hater because every fan has hate inside of them. I am Mike Knoxxx. This is Unpopular Review Wrestling, and this is the Mike Knoxxx Show. Like, subscribe, share, all that, and the notifications, the bell notifications, they're hit it, you know, whatever they say, they be saying, but I don't know if it works, so I'm just saying because people who are more successful than me, they share it. So, as this premiere show of Unpopular Reviews, the Mike Knoxxx Show, we lead you to wrestling. We got a new background, y'all. Oh, yeah. AI can't do everything. Some things you got to go beyond AI. And, you know, you may call yours Chatiana. You may call yours Chat GPT. You may call yours Skynet. Whatever app you have to make your backgrounds better, I suggest you do it. So, SmackDown Review Show. Raw, rated R, who's going to WrestleMania? All your favorite shows? Because you heard the rest. You already know what it is, y'all. It's time to hear the best. And to have the best must mean I must be joined. I must be followed. I must be added to this program by having the one, the only, my seed, right? Seed of a hustler. She gets it from her father. She said, Dad, when can I make an appearance? When can I come on? I don't want to just have a segment anymore. I said, well, what do you think about the WrestleMania season? She said, that's exactly what I was thinking. So without further ado, I bring to you my boo, my girl, my baby girl, Mikayla Wonders to the program. Oh, she takes her bow. You're supposed to curtsy. I taught you better than that. Thank you. You're supposed to curtsy. How you doing, baby girl, this morning?
Good, bye.
Well, we are on the road to WrestleMania, so we're going to talk all things. That's a lot of claps. Let's go. Let's talk all things WrestleMania. Are you excited, baby girl?
Oh, more than excited. Sure, it's not my favorite, but it's definitely running for number one. WrestleMania versus Royal Rumble.
What's up, Tommy T? I ain't seen you in a minute. What's up, buddy boy? Yeah, I had to say Flying Fig Newton. My baby girl's on the show today, y'all. So the language will be at a minimum. Okay, it will not be the typical in the barbershop kind of words we will say, but my baby girl's here. I know there is a supposed to be about WrestleMania, but what are y'all thoughts on Mariah May free agency? Does she stay or go? Listen, if Mariah May, and my baby girl don't know nothing about Mariah May, she's not an AEW fan. Okay, I will say this: I think she should stay because I never saw her being a star until this thing with her and Tony Storm. And some things are better on the other circuit than this circuit. To answer that question, Eric, I think she should stay because there's a big pot over here with a bunch of ladies, and there may not be no room for her to be what she has become in AEW. But thanks for that question. Listen, Lee, do you feel me? Do you see the new Unpopular Review shirts? Yes. Do you feel the energy? Because everybody wants to complain. Everybody wants to bitch over the fact that they don't feel like, man, you just heard the baby girl. She just said she was excited. See, this is what it is to be a wrestling fan, people. This is what I'm infected by children in my house, right? And I think when it's WrestleMania season, I've said this for 16 years, baby girl. You're about 16 soon, so I've been saying this all your life. Wrestling is storyline, and wrestling, so you need to watch it from the spirit of a child. And you see that you are clearly, you belong on the NXT trio show because you just watch it from different set of lenses. You don't belong in this world of IWC. Like, what is that? Internet wrestling community, right? But you're not part of that world of all this nonsense and craziness. You're just part of that world with that K-pop behind you. I'm gonna let that little. So that's you. That's shot one at you for today. Okay, but that's what it's about. It's about enjoying the season. Right. So before we go into the show, people are. Let me ask you a question, rather than get your opinion. The tag team wrestling match that's going to be for the World Women's Tag Team titles with Big Mommy Cool, Liv, main event, not Mid Morgan, with Bailey versus Lia Valkyria. How do you actually feel about that match being on WrestleMania? Oh gosh, she put her glasses on, y'all. She's getting intelligent already.
I did not see a need for it. Not saying Mid Morgan does not deserve a WrestleMania match.
No, you gotta
but WrestleMania is not like every other pay-per-view. And right now they're doing the thing that they do at every other pay-per-view where they're just throwing matches into the pay-per-view. And I feel like they did not need a match, let alone against Bailey and Lyra. I don't even like Lyra Valkyria. It's not even an official team.
Woo. What do you mean? They registered to become a tag team. They have a tag team title match. That's because they wasn't a team before last week, and they fought a week ago to yesterday.
Forced. It feels forced.
Okay.
I did not think it was needed. I think it should have been the other tag team, Street Profits. They should have had a match. They deserve it. Not saying Mid Morgan doesn't, but I feel like the Street Profits just deserve it more.
Who are you rooting for tonight?
I'm rooting for everybody black. I am.
That's my seed. Listen, I'm going to tell you why it's there later when we talk about it. But hey, I heard your opinion. I shall move on from the Street Profits were robbed. It maybe not. I would say honestly, yes, they should have been on the main card. I give you that. Okay, but let's talk about this WrestleMania show that's prepared. We have night 1 and night 2 has already been. Now I'm gonna say this in fairness for those who may watch this program today. I do believe there'll be at least 2 more matches added. There's no way Randy Orton's staying off of the card. So that's 1 match right there. At least 1 for sure, I believe will happen, and we'll get it Friday with Randy Orton having a match at Mania. To me, it should be against Solo Sikoa, but we'll talk about that again later in the program, okay, baby girl? But coming off of Raw last night, did it get you more hype for WrestleMania or less hype?
More hype because of Bianca, Liv, and Rhea's promos.
Do it with me. Oh, Black Girl Magic.
But yeah, I loved Bianca's promo specifically. I love how she always says you can't spell WrestleMania without EST.
Well,
I loved it. I just feel like the way they're building it, I'm hoping Bianca wins. But they're seeming like they're trying to get it so we think Liv's gonna win and we root for Liv because she keeps being ignored and stuff and pushed around. You're in the script, buddy. I'm sorry. That's just fate.
It's all what did you just said the word was. I don't say that word. Okay. You said that word, but we got night 1 and we got night 2. Now, let me just say this in all fairness. You will get full unpopular reviews prediction show coming this Thursday night. Okay. Look for that this Thursday night, hosted by Freckle Sensei. And I believe Dice Man DJ is returning back to the booth after some time off for this WrestleMania prediction show. You may have live call-ins from the crew that is going down to WrestleMania this week, Vegas. I know at least 30 people that are going. So as I said earlier in the program, you because you're going and I'm not. Okay. So get ready for that review show. But Mike Knoxxx always gives his predictions. Mike Knoxxx will continue to give his predictions. And I never thought talking to yourself in the third party was cool. I still think it's corny. But the fact that the people on this network, the Radar Superstar, you got Gator himself, the crackhead himself, Willie. You got I never get my hair cut done the right way, executive consultant. And you got the Mr. I'm not sure if you Colombian. What are you with that hat? You said Smokey the Bear? No, it's definitely a Freddy Krueger hat you had on last night, okay? I'm not sure what they're talking about. It's WrestleMania season. Nothing else matters, baby girl. So night 1, here's the card. Go ahead.
No, I was just repeating what you said.
No. Night 1, you got Rey Mysterio taking on, that Chad Gable. Is that Chad Gable?
I don't understand. It's not Chad Gable, everyone. Come on.
It's okay. Well, all right. You have the War Raiders taking on the New Day. People hate that match being on the card.
It's New Day to Riot.
Okay. We got Jacob Fatu, taking on LA Knight. We got Black on Black Crime, where we got Miss Jade Cargill taking on one of your favorites.
My favorite, not one. My favorite, Naomi.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
And a Black on Black Crime match. We got Tiffany Stratton, the upstart, taking on Charlotte Flair, the greatest women's wrestler of all time. And
Flair is the greatest women's wrestler
Oh my gosh, it's the
of
echo.
all time. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Speaking of CM Punk gets his WrestleMania main event going against Seth Rollins and our tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Let's go ahead and get into these matches, baby girls. We have the first match on the card. El Gran Americano, not Chad Gable, taking on Rey Mysterio. How do you feel about this match?
Another match I feel like is like kind of forced, but I hope Americano wins because I think Rey needs to stop.
Let me say this about the 50-year-old Rey Mysterio. And let me, as you've dubbed my motto, right? As this is the show for the intelligent wrestling fan. Some people gotta understand WrestleMania was created to be bigger than just a regular wrestling event. This isn't Starrcade, which was also built to be bigger than a regular wrestling event. That's before your time bigger. That's NWA. That was what the NWA version of,
I assume.
Okay, of WrestleMania was. But WrestleMania, Vincent Kennedy McMahon's vision was to be bigger than a wrestling event. It's to be the biggest in sports and entertainment. He also understood, that's why he came up with the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, right? Remember that thing? Right? Because he wanted to give people who didn't have a chance to be on the card to be on the card. Some people just earn the right to be at WrestleMania. Now, although the title says El Grande Americano, which we know is not Chad Gable, but some will say it's Chad Gable underneath that mask. If it is Chad Gable, he deserves to be there. Rey Mysterio, the legend, the Hall of Famer. He's not going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's in the Hall of Fame. He deserves to be at WrestleMania. That's where I let that go. I agree with your daughter. The Street Profits were robbed, but it should have been the Raiders. New Day should have been ones cut after Raw, the Mania or Backlash match. I'm not going to disagree with that. I'm just going to say I'm talking about that later because it's the new day. Like I'm saying now, certain people earned the right to be here. And that's what I think about this match. Who you got winning this match, baby girl?
Who I think's gonna win? Ray. Who I want to win? Americana.
Okay, well, here's my pick. Americana. Okay, here's why. I thought the same thing you thought. God, we watch wrestling in two different rooms too. That's what makes this beautiful. You know what I mean? But Ray winning, this is my theory. Not sure if I'm right. I could be completely wrong here, okay? But you could tell that my theories are typically
always right.
Okay. If you won last night or you looked dominant last night, you're not winning at Mania. That's my opinion of what's going to happen. And that can change. I just feel that even though I put El Grande Americana winning, now that I say it out loud, he's going to lose. Just like you said. That's who I want. He's making fun of a heritage. Yeah. Okay. So he's going to lose, but I'm picking him to win nonetheless. And I also think this is the opening match at night one. What do you think?
I think it's going to be Naomi and Jade who open up, personally, because they always sometimes usually make the woman open up, and it's like a smaller match. So I think it's going to be Naomi and Jade who open up.
If it's women that open up, it's going to be Charlotte and Tiffany. Because they did that last year with the women's title match, right? They had that first. And I think that because my thing when I look at it, you want to start with something hot. And I didn't want to say that, but what also happens, if not outside of WrestleMania, you've noticed the title matches are all the last 3, 4, 5 matches. So that's why I'm kind of hoping he keeps that, Triple H keeps that going. Speaking about Triple H, we'll talk about him a little bit later as well. All right, next match, the match you say will open the card. Okay. I'm gonna sit back. What do you think about this whole scenario? Your girl Naomi, is this the best Naomi's ever been?
From what I have seen, no. Naomi from early is better. Back when her music was her original. Back when I would dance around. I remember one time I tried to do the thing she does where she slides on the ground and I hurt my knees.
I remember that.
Like, I think that's Naomi's best, but I don't hate new Naomi. I'm believing in her to get the appreciation she deserves. Just change your music back to normal, please. Like, your new one's growing on me, but I can't make up the joy I feel when I heard your old music. I think, or I'm hoping Naomi wins. I think Jade's going to win. I'm hoping Naomi wins. I'm hoping she can, talk and back it up because she's been talking and has not really been backing it up.
Okay.
So I'm rooting for Naomi, and I swear I'm not being biased. But
you're 100% being biased. And I was going to put that up there. Scott Malone checking in. He was at Raw last night. I know they had a great time. He's going to be joined by one of his friends. Like I tell you, social media is amazing things. I've met Scotty on Xbox. We become really close friends. I haven't met him in real life. We speak, we talk. We've shared personal things with each other. I'm going to be joined by one of his friends this weekend, baby girl. When you join us, so we're going to have I'm going to be joined by an all-female crew this Saturday and Sunday, as well as Honeybee will be joining us as well.
Oh.
Be all ladies here, so all gas, no breaks, as they say. But I'm with Scotty with this. This is Naomi's best storyline, baby girl, outside of Bad. And I don't know if you remember Bad with her and Tamina and Sasha Banks. They were the all-female, right?
Yes, sir.
Huh? You don't remember that? You were a little young back then. I definitely had you heavy into the Jonathan Rachel Rodriguez, Tom Brady, the Cody Cena, stuff like that. It's cool. I apologize for shoving them down your throat, as wrestling fans would say. But here's the thing about this match. You didn't see there, baby girl? It's okay to be biased. Every wrestling fan's biased. Okay? Can y'all see me over here? Yes, we can see you over here on Twitter. Honeybee, how you doing? Here's my prediction. I'm with you. I think Triple H is going to be God, it's so hard being PG with you on my program, baby girl. This is difficult.
Do I need an earmuff?
No, I'll tell you when it's an earmuff time. That comes later. Okay. Okay. He's gonna let Jade Cargill win. Here's why I think no one should win, baby girl.
Okay. I'm listening.
We look at wrestling, and I've tried to teach you about who needs a victory more. Naomi needs this victory. She's actually done absolutely nothing other than with Bianca since she's come back. This is her big breakout moment of being a new single wrestler for the time being with the storyline they give us. But Jade needs it. Like, she's Jade. She's supposed to be next to Bianca Belair, the strongest, the toughest, the next in line of being the BGM. But here's why I think it'll hurt both of them. You want to keep this feud going? It's just getting started. WrestleMania is normally when you end a feud or you start a feud. This technically is the first match between these girls. Have them beat each other's ass and the match get thrown out. That's my prediction. I'm taking the Punk way out. Nobody wins. It's a no DQ. You like that? You like that? You like that? Naomi's only going to involve her new music. I love them both. In that case, of whoever loses, I win. That's my point as well. Whoever loses, I win. And that's why I got that saying from right there. Grand Body P, live in the UK, one of the original members of the BDSIR radio networks. Why we got billboards, baby girl, in the UK is because of that man right here. Okay? That's how we do things. We keep it in the family. My seed, marry your seed, marry his seed. You know nothing about that. I let that go. That's too much. That went over their heads right there. But that's my prediction for this match, baby girl. You like that? Nobody wins.
I do like it because like Grand Body P with it, I still win. I like them both.
I like them both. And then we got the match that we already had my man, Mr. Douglas, talk about. And you also mentioned it should be the Street Profits. For some reason, Triple H don't like the Street Profits.
At all.
I don't know if that's true, but I will say, oh, how did I skip that? Did I mess up? Yeah, I hit the button too fast. Okay, we already know who I pick. Go back to it. I'm picking the New Day. All right. At the end of the day, if King Von was here, and thank you guys for joining me on this Tuesday after morning. I'm used to being on, working day shift for the last decade. So the Mike Knoxxx Show has been at 6 p.m. On your radio stations or your YouTube channels, but we're here in the morning time now. We're still live on Fox Sports Radio 103.5 AM in Hopewell, Virginia, 96.9 FM as well in Hopewell, Virginia. It's part of 1340 AM Fox Sports Radio. You're also on the Mike Knoxxx Show. You're tuned in, locked in, listening to right now. If you haven't done it, please make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. And as always, you're tuned into as well the Unpopular Review Wrestling channel. We have more than one, so make sure you're on the wrestling channel. But if you're on the other one, you're watching it still, hey, hit the like, subscribe button. All right. But it's the New Day. Now, I've told you, all right, I'm going to get this over here. Not sure if you can see it because I'm on green screen. Yeah, you can't see it, but shout out to my Uncle Calvin. I love him. I love him to death. But a man who didn't have facial hair always told me never since a black man without facial hair. Okay. But Kofi has a little beard going on, just no mustache. The War Raiders will lose these titles. I am picking the New Day, Mikayla Wonders. What you got?
I'm also picking the New Day. I feel like the War Raiders, I don't like them. I don't have a good opinion on them. I don't have a bad one. I just don't like them. And I can promise you guys this. I don't promise a lot of things. Yes. If the New Day doesn't win, I am rioting and I will run around outside in the middle of the night screaming.
I have a video that I'm holding for you to get really know when you blow up of you dancing in a onesie unicorn with your New Day strap on.
I remember my unicorn.
Day rocks. New Day rocks. I brainwashed them early, y'all. Brainwash, but they got that on mind. All right, so we both picking the New Day. All right. Then we get mean all gas, no brakes. Because people around here, baby girl, they said it all last night on the Rated R Review Show. They want to go, yeah! But we go, no. They go, yeah! But we go, no. No, Elvis. Yeah. None of that. So I think it's both safe to say we both got Jacob Fatu bringing the United States title back.
Don't even like LA Knight. So absolutely Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu wins this match, brings the U.S. title back to the bloodline or the family, as they're calling it now. But wait, there's more. What else we got here? We got, can you play it for me, please? My throat hurts a little bit, please. Can you? The match is going. Yeah. Turn that up.
Come on, guys! Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Y'all want to hate Charlotte Flair, but you have no real reason of why you hate her. You want to use the word nepotism. Baby girl, I love you. And I hope that something I've done in my life will give you an advantage to make it better in life. Now, you would never understand what I'm going to say here because I've raised you as a nice suburban girl, okay? But I grew up, you know this. I'm from the hood. And shout out to my Uncle Johnny, okay? Because the nepotism of what takes place in the hood of that being affiliated saved my life. I'll be dead or in jail if he didn't come home and say, Mama, the boy got to go, okay? So why you think when it comes to my birthday, baby girl, what's my favorite birthday song? Can you just give me a little taste?
Let me see. I wasn't supposed to make it past 25. Joke's on you, I'm still alive.
That's all I need to hear. Okay? So hating on Charlotte Flair makes zero sense to me. Zero. Tiffany Stratton, from the beginning of her getting this title, I've told the world, as Captain Shay would say, and we say on Saturdays, everybody says everything, right? But we all are somebody. I told y'all that she was a transitional champion. They didn't give it to Bayley or somebody else for a reason, so that when Charlotte Flair came back, who has missed almost 2 years of wrestling, she would be back on top. Hate her all you want to. Bore the next night on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, that's anyway we're going to do. But winner of this damn match, Charlotte Flair. Who you got, baby girl?
Oh, I also have Charlotte Flair, and there's absolutely no reason it shouldn't be Charlotte Flair. They're booing her.
Charlotte Flair.
Exactly. They're booing her because she showed up one night and said, I don't care if y'all boo me. And then they were like, okay, bet. And they all started booing her, which is what she wanted. Only thing that went too far was when they were booing her so much I could not hear her speak. That was unneeded. She's not Dominic.
Unneeded, huh? Just, y'all some ungrateful creatures. You know that? Wrestling fans, I'm talking to you. Y'all are ungrateful. It's like how all of a sudden now you want to hear, you want to love Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady to go to Hill Cena. When he's gone, you're going to miss him. You're going to miss him. Point blank. You're going to miss him. Let's go, Tiffany. You know what? What else we got? The reason I dislike Charlotte Flair is because why is this thing in my way? Sorry. Okay, there it is. It's because of all the young talent she beats. You know what? That's fair, Eric. And thank you for making a very good, intelligent wrestling fan decision of why you hate her. Because guess what? I'm not a Stone Cold Steve Austin fan. Not that I don't respect him. Not that he's not Stone Cold Steve Austin on the Mount Rushmore for the WWE. I don't like Stone Cold Steve Austin because he beat all my guys. He beat Shawn Michaels. He beat Bret Hart. He beat Triple H. He beat The Rock. That's why I don't like Stone Cold Steve Austin, because those 4 guys I mentioned are 4 of my top 10 of all time. So I get it. Thank you. Finally, someone putting some intelligence to the wrestling station. I have Tiffany Stratton. You know what? I have leaned towards that, Jeffrey, of it being Tiffany because of the recent hate for Charlotte. It's what the executive consultant would say if he was around. She calls the shots. Okay. And I have believed since the time she won the title, she was just holding it for Flair. Now, I get the recent hate of her has come out even more than normal, but here's what Triple H had to say about the internet and what y'all say online.
It's not real
Earmuffs,
life,
baby girl.
right? And the bitching and the fucking complaining that is on there, it's not real life. Like you could read the internet and it'll sound like this thing is dead. It's not, and I'll use Cody as the example. Cody's already jumped the shark. He's dead as a baby face. He's like, really? Because I don't know. I'm in an arena with 10,000, 15,000 people every night going ape shit for me, selling the most merchandise. He's like, yeah, like, but sure, whatever you want to say on the internet.
Right. So, but in those buildings, they are booing Charlotte. You're good. They're booing Charlotte pretty damn loud. So that being said, with that one, it should go Tiffany. She needs the massive win. She's 25. I don't think she needs the massive win. What do you think about that?
Does she really, though? She can come back. She can come back like a bullet train.
What you mean we're not going to miss Cena? You see this nonsense?
What? What is this?
That's Scotty, by the way. I played the game with, baby girl.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. There's no wonder you get D's and everything.
Oh, that was perfect timing. I have a great producer today, by the way. Shout out to Freckle Sensei holding us down backstage as we go into this morning shift. And I appreciate him for doing that, because I probably would have played that as well at that time. Oh, hell yeah, no. F Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't really hate her, just like what Eric says. And I agree with that. It's the first time, and Jeffrey, you've been using every show. That's the first time, somebody said it to me. I like to know why people hate her. Second consultant. Oh, look at that. He was listening. Correct. I am also unable to speak on YouTube. I don't know what's going on. Give me a second. I don't know why it's doing that. That is silly. That is stupid. Let's see if there's something holding us back on the YouTube. Because we got them here speaking. Tiff needs to lose so she can win it back, says American Dream Real Estate. What else we got going on here? Eric, Scott, who the F is we are missing him so much. Scott, who Tiffany? I don't know what that means.
Its punctuation is we will miss him. He's like saying is we because
okay. All right. Okay. Shout out to Sensei. That's right. Hold us down. See, it's not just me. I don't know what's going on. That's crazy. I've never had my show made not be available, but hold on. See if this works, guys. See if this works. See if you can comment on there right now. I appreciate that. But hey, we both got Charlotte Flair winning this match. Moving on. Then we got the main event. Now, this is the biggest question mark to me, baby girl. Because you and I, unlike anybody in this house, my kids, my wife may want to hate on it. But see, fellas, I want you to hear this right here. Who's watching? Look at my face. Look at my face. Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge him.
See, we know who our tribal chief is.
Oh, absolutely.
This is the right hand to your tribal chief, the Mike Knoxxx Show. Hold on. Oh, you had it. All right, I fixed it, so now it's fixed. All right, it's not in child mode anymore, and that's what it was. All right, try it now, guys. I've changed it for me. I had it with my daughter, so I didn't, but I changed it, so maybe now you guys should be able to do that. OTC all around. OTC. And we love him so much, baby girl. Like, let's just be honest. We love our tribal chief. So let's just go ahead and serenade him.
The way you sing to your tribal chief, it's just beautiful.
question I asked you though. Who wins the match, baby girl?
Okay. This is a scary question. We're gonna start off with who I want to win. Obviously, Roman Reigns. That's obvious. Who I think's gonna win? Seth Rollins. And that's painful, but I think Seth's going to win. And it's mainly because of how much of the CM Punk and Roman thing is going on. That it's literally CM Punk and Roman right now are having a custody battle.
Dominic Mysterio on the pole match. You need to go back and watch that, baby girl. Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio at SummerSlam for the custody of Dominic Mysterio. You got to watch that.
But that's basically all it is. And then we just have Seth here on the sidelines. I feel like it's sure the Seth's in the match. Clearly, they all have a problem with each other, else it wouldn't be a triple threat. But I feel like something's going to happen where Roman and CM Punk are so focused on each other that Seth can get the win, like what happened last night on Raw. That is my prediction.
All right. Well, not a bad prediction. Okay. I wouldn't call it bad at all. It was probably my prediction until last night. I like this right here. Roman stacks them, pins them. Listen, the last time we had a triple threat match, listen, Eric, let me just tell you how much we love that around here on Pop Review Wrestling, the Mike Knoxxx Show, and even the executive consultant. Oh, we keep this picture around. Okay, that is our tribal chief. That is the greatest disrespectful moment and most over moment in wrestling history to me at WrestleMania. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Excuse me, baby girl. That one slipped out. I don't care. That man pinned 2 Hall of Famers at the same damn time. It gets no better than that for me whatsoever. Just going to say that. Okay. So I'm with you on that one. He stacks them, pins them. I love it. But here's the thing. Let's see what other comments that we have. Roman Reigns. Oh, we're singing. That's right. Sing to our tribal chief. That's right. Continue. Uncle Willie, what's going on? Sing to your tribal chief, you punk ass. You're going to be in Vegas. And you better call me tomorrow night so I can pop a shot with you in solidarity. Damn it. I got Seth Freckle Sensei has it as well. Scott Malone, I love the chant so much. I love it too. Jeffrey Child's making Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. And look, we're back. We are live. The comments, Paul Heyman on a pole match for SummerSlam. I love it. Book it now. Then the Brock Lesnar music hits. Ooh.
No. I will be so unhappy.
Why would you be? What?
I will be so. I am so tired of Brock Lesnar returning and returning and returning. Just go away.
What? You don't say that about The Rock?
Because it's The Rock.
It's Brock Lesnar.
Still, it's still better than hearing his music on a Royal Rumble.
I want to hear it, Scott. I'm with you. Oh, look, Honeybee. She's back. I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of the U.S. copying the U.K. crowd. Makes us look lame. I thought that at first. I did. 100% I thought that. But it was Chicago. And I think they did it for CM Punk. And so I give it an asterisk. Okay? That's why I let that go. Roman stole Cody's chant. Technically, Roman ain't still shit. All right? I'm just going to be honest with you. He didn't steal that. I'm going to tell you why Roman didn't steal that. Because I said this a few weeks ago, American Dream Real Estate. I said Roman took advantage of what other wrestlers, meaning Cody and Randy, didn't do. This is what makes Roman Roman. This is why I put Roman on the WWE Mount Rushmore, and I don't think it's debatable. Okay, if you want to mix in Taker, Hogan, that's the closest one you'll get. Oh shoot, I said his name, baby girl. Welcome to the Mike Knoxxx.
On their feet, on a man. Oh, what the?
So the Mount Rushmore, without question, for me, WWE goes. I'm gonna say it again. I said it on SmackDown show. It's Roman Reigns. It's Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, the Goat Hill Cena. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's The Rock. There is nobody else. You want to put H in there? That's the only one I will give you credence for. Anybody else? No. Get out of here with that nonsense. But this is what Roman did that people don't do, because Roman knows what Cody.
Ain't a man alive who can touch my button. If I had one, you wouldn't be able to locate it. Can't no man knock me out. I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of letting people think they got a chance. The tribal chief is head and shoulders above everybody. This is my show. This is my camera. I love
So no, he didn't steal nothing from Cody. Cody didn't know how to own that shit. Okay. Every person who wears a Pele don't mean they own the Pele. Some of us can just rock it better than others. I see people wearing all kind of chalk line gear. They can wear it, but they can't rock it. You got to know the difference, my brother. He rocked that chain. He stole that chain. It's his. No, we don't need Brock Lesnar.
Thank you. We do not need Brock Lesnar to have a good WrestleMania.
I didn't say to make it a good WrestleMania, but I like to see Brock there. Hold on, how did we get back to this match? We're on this match. Okay, so here it is. Hold on. Well, I gotta see this real fast. We're going. Hold on. That is the coldest moment from Roman. I thought you was bigging me up, but you didn't. Mount Rushmore's HBK can't belong there, and Taker can't belong there. And HBK is my favorite wrestler of all time, Eric. Okay, he is my favorite wrestler of all time. He has not put more butts in his seats or done more for the WWE than Stone Cold. You cannot have The Rock and not have Stone Cold. Not having Stone Cold is what I said earlier in the program. It's personal. As a fan, when you're doing what I do, you have to take your fandom out of it. Take your fandom. That may be your favorite Mount Rushmore, but there's no way that's a WWE Mount Rushmore thinking about what they've done for that company. The only Mount Rushmore they can be is Roman, Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady to go Hill Cena, Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. If you want to put HH in there, that's all you get. And that means you got to move somebody out of there. So if you want to take Roman, that's fine. You want to take Cena, that's fine. But without HH, there would be no wrestling. That's the reason why he gets an even honorable mention. But to say Taker and say HBK, I don't know about that one. Okay.
Replace it with
Brock should show up. It's great storytelling. And that's my point. American Dream Real Estate.
How many?
Because they're all Heyman guys. They're all Heyman guys. Baby girl, you said who you wanted to win. Who's winning the match?
Who's winning the match? Again, I still think Seth's going to win. I want it to be Roman. I understand now what you're saying. They're all Heyman guys. But
you see my check.
Of course you have CM Punk.
What you mean? What?
Predictable.
I almost walked off the program my own show, my own baby girl. What are you talking about predictable?
You're biased.
If I'm biased towards Roman Reigns. I love Roman more than I love CM Punk.
I
just love CM Punk. You don't believe that?
I think you like CM Punk more than you like Roman. I think you like Roman because it's Roman, but I personally think you like CM Punk more.
Okay. I get what you're going off of what I just said, Eric, and my brother's coming back up. I believe so let me give you what my breakdown is. I do believe what you said, Seth wins. I also believe what they said because I think Seth wins because of Paul Heyman. If you look at last week's show, who's the next Heyman guy? I said I think it's Seth Rollins. Now I know people are going to say, well, Seth doesn't need Paul Heyman. No, he doesn't. But what else is there for Seth? He's done everything else. It's an evolution. It's a chance to reinvent another side, another character. Just like the Monday Night Messiah, just like everything else, the architect. Wrestling has layers to it. We're like all Shrek characters. There's layers to these onions. Seth can use that layer just because. Now, if that doesn't happen, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if it happens, I'm 100% not surprised. So that's why I say all Heyman guys. So I get what you're saying. I said they're all Heyman guys. I get that. But after last night, as I said earlier in the program, I think those who got off last night, looking the bigger person, or won a match last night, won't win. And for some reason, Seth got the better of them all last night. And that's what made me make my decision. Here's another thing I said that. Now, yes, Heyman has escorted Punk out to WrestleMania before. He did that with Taker and him at WrestleMania in New York, whatever that number was. Okay, I think it was the second New York, not the first New York. Like they did back-to-back. I know they did back-to-back New York, so I'm not sure which one it was. But this is the first time I'm bringing them out in the main event match. I like last night. Raw talked about it last night. It was a great... Their segment of Monday Night Raw was amazing to end the show.
Oh, yes.
I thought they did a great job. But for some reason, it's just, this is a hard match to pick. You can pick either one of these guys and be 100% right. Something tells me Punk wins because Punk gets that moment. Like, I was gone for 10 years. They still chanted my name. They wouldn't exist, the Shield, without me and Paul and CM Punk. For some reason, I think Punk gets his moment. He wins at WrestleMania in the main event. That's just what it is. I have nothing else but, I think Punk wins. So you say it's predictable. You are so rude. All right, before we take a break, because we've been going for 46 minutes and I need one. Who does the internet says who does Randy face? Now, our own Mad Dog Kelly will have you say something as crazy as it's going to be Malachi Black. No offense towards Malachi. No one gives a damn about Malachi Black. He hasn't even debuted yet. It makes no sense. Everybody, it's going to be Malachi. It makes no sense to be Malachi Black. It makes all the sense in the world to be Solo Sikoa because it came out last week on SmackDown. And I think Solo gets this match. If not him, the only one I can see after that, shout out to the SmackDown crew that joined me this past week, Freckle Sensei. It should be Magnus, a.k.a. Baby Girl. You'll know his real name. They know him as Magnus when he was wrestling. It would be Nick Aldis. Okay? Either one of those two are the only decision it could be for Randy Orton. But I do think Randy Orton makes the card. With whoever he faces, I do think he wins nonetheless that as well. Who do you think Randy Orton should face at WrestleMania?
I really just hope he doesn't go to WrestleMania.
Wow. That's crazy.
So I can't even pick. But logically, I think it'll be Solo as well.
Okay. So let's go ahead and take our only commercial breaks of the evening. We're going to come back with the Mike Knoxxx Show WrestleMania predictions. And this is the Mike Knoxxx Show here on Unpopular Review Wrestling. We'll be right back, y'all.
Vince McMahon, stop this man from booking a match. I don't know if y'all know, it's WrestleMania season. There's a story back in the day that Moxley wanted a match with Brock Lesnar. And he was like, "Hey, Brock, I got a couple good ideas. How about I bring a kitchen sink to the match and I just hit you with it?" And Brock was like, "You're a fucking idiot. Get away from me." And I swear to you, in an alternate world, Vince McMahon's like, "Fuck it, pal. Have your match. But Brock, I need you to impale this man. Take him out." And in this alternate world, Jon Moxley gets domed by this fucking kitchen sink by Brock Lesnar and is done with wrestling altogether. In this alternate timeline, AEW doesn't exist because Jon Moxley doesn't exist. Was Brock Lesnar talking to the Joker? "Yeah, that's right, man. I'm Jon Moxley. I'm the world champion, but I don't want to show you my title because I'm too smart. See, it takes me 11 hours to get to Chicago, but only because I drove 7 hours around the block looking for the Chicago Airlines Arena," or whatever the fuck it's called. How, Renee, if you're watching, how did you have a baby with this man? Ridiculous.
Welcome, everybody, back to the Mike Knoxxx Show. That is the Rated R Superstar. Shout out to Big Daddy Cool, Steven, and that crew all going down to WrestleMania this week and talking about John. I love that accent. We sound like I'm a Moxley guy. I just love that accent. Listen, NXT, AEW, need you guys to get y'all commercials up because I ain't got none. Okay, so I'm gonna keep running them same commercials so I got them. But there's that. But as we dive back into this as well, I do want to talk about the rest of the card. Here's night 2. So night 2, baby girl, you got it set up. You got the Intercontinental title match. You got the women's world title match for Raw. You got Logan Paul and the Polarizer. You got the tag team match we talked about, and you got Damian Priest, and you also got Jonathan and Richard Rodriguez, Tom Brady, the Goat Hill Cena taking on Cody freaking Rhodes. Give me a second with those comments real fast, please. So coming up first, I think we'll open up night 2. Be Drew. Y'all used to call him Drew Mac and Cheese, taking on Damian Least because the least people care about him. So who you got winning this bathroom match to start off WrestleMania?
Drew Mac and Cheese, because I don't like Damian Priest.
I also got Drew Mac and Cheese winning this match. We got AJ Styles taking on Logan Paul. We may not like him as a professional, as a human being, but I love him as a professional wrestler. I always have to say this to state the two. Again, I don't like HH, but HH is the reason why we have professional wrestling. I got to call a spade, and I'm very good at when I play spades. But Logan Paul is great in that ring. Who you got winning this match?
Again, I don't like Logan Paul. As I have to say, every single time I mention I don't like him, I only like him a smidge because last WrestleMania, his little promo was playing an NF song. And me personally, I listen to NF. But I have AJ Styles winning. I don't want him to win. I honestly don't care who wins because I don't really care about the match. This is my bathroom match right here.
I think that is insane. This might be arguably one of the best wrestling matches on the card. They would say match of the night, right? It is hard in WWE. You kind of got to go with match of the night when it's being something like a gimmick match or a Hell in a Cell or things of that nature. Between this and the Intercontinental Tag Team match, this could be match of the night. The women might do a great job as well, but this has the potential to be the wrestling match of the night. And you say bathroom match?
Arguably.
Because you don't like Logan Paul?
Arguably.
All right, she just threw Mike Knoxxx in it. I got Logan Paul winning. Who you got winning the match?
Again, don't really care. I think AJ Styles is gonna win though, because it's AJ Styles.
Is he don't like AJ Styles because his music? They brought his music back. You still don't like it? Your brother loves it. So, but you know what? You don't like AJ Styles' new music?
No. I like AJ Styles. Whoa.
That's what it sounds like.
I like AJ Styles. Don't like Logan Paul. I just still don't really care for the match, but I got AJ Styles winning.
All right, okay. I got Logan Paul. Then we have that match that we talked about earlier. I'm gonna say it again. There's 3 women that vowed, in my opinion, that single-handedly could it be easily picked. That doesn't make any sense. So there of 3 women in wrestling, being Toni Storm, Queen Nia Jax, Liv Morgan. They're the only 3 wrestlers that female wrestlers could be arguably say they were wrestler of the year.
Liv Morgan.
She belongs in this main event. She belongs in this WrestleMania match more than the Street Profits who just came up 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And I'm saying that because it's Liv Morgan. She deserves to be on the WrestleMania card. Bayley, historically, for what she has done, for what she's doing for Lyra. Now, you may not like Lyra, which I think is a beautiful thing to say because you're a lady, and and you watch wrestling with your own lenses. People don't like her for whatever reason, but they like her and they want to get her over. So how do you get people over? You put them in there with legends who people don't hate. And Bayley is somebody who's done it all in the WWE. She's doing her job, and that's the same way that that Bianca did for Jade. Getting somebody over when you're carrying that person around to try to get them over. I'm okay with this match being at WrestleMania. Who you got winning this match nonetheless?
I have Mid Morgan and wannabe Rhea Ripley winning.
Mid Morgan. Are we still doing this? No, she calls her Mid Morgan still. I call her Main Event Morgan now.
Mid.
No, that's just she hates her. She hates her.
I have Timu Rhea Ripley winning and Mid Morgan. I miss I think I like Bayley's storyline better when she was a heel. So
I'm this ding dong hello Bayley. I want that back. I love Hill Bayley.
Thank you.
Love Hill Bayley. So we both picked Big Mommy Cool and Liv Morgan to win this match. Then we get to the fatal 4-way match that can be has the potential of being match of the night. Why? You got Penta. You got Dominic Mysterio, the greatest luchador wrestler and the greatest North American wrestler champion of all time. You got one of my favorites of all time who gets no respect, Finn frickin' Balor. And you got the upstart to me, one of the top 5 guys you can name for future of this company, and Braun Breaker. Who you got winning this match?
Dominic. Something happens. Let's say everyone's down on the floor, right? Braun Breaker spears Finn. Something happens, and Dom pins Finn.
This is one of those matches like the main event of night 1. You could pick anybody and be correct, right? This is one of the hard. There's not many that are hard to pick. This is a hard one to pick because I can see Dominic winning to give a storyline within the Judgment Day breaking up with Finn leaving. I can see Finn winning, and I personally think Finn needs it more than any of these 4 gentlemen.
Oh, absolutely.
Finn Balor needs to win this match. Penta does not need to win this match. He's up and coming, but the WWE's motto is, how do we get people to recognize you? We put a belt on you. So, my winner, Braun Breaker. Why stop the momentum? Arguably, you go back to the Royal Rumble with his interaction with Speed. We go to last week that went viral with the spear on Carlito. Finn Braun Breaker should not lose this title. This is his first real defense of not real defense, but a real challenge to this title. I think it should be Braun Breaker. That's why I'm going with Braun Breaker to win this match.
I feel like Braun Breaker should lose. Because as big as I love Braun Breaker, as big as it was when he won the title, I feel like they're not putting enough storyline on him that it seems forced and that he should be the one who loses because it feels like they're forcing a storyline onto him that doesn't fit.
Okay, let me go back to the main event match for night 2, right? We picked our winners here. All right, I picked CM Punk. Who takes the pin?
Who takes... Okay, so you got CM Punk. If it's as
I got Seth taking the pin if it pans out with my prediction, but I do again think there's a chance that Seth Rollins with Paul Heyman wins this match. But I'm picking CM Punk.
I think CM Punk takes the pin.
CM Punk takes the pin. Okay, just was curious about that. So I got Braun Breaker now. Woo. It's no secret who we're picking. Okay?
Who are you rooting for tonight?
I'm rooting for everybody black. I am.
Who are you rooting for?
It's no secret. Okay? I just put it up there right now. If I believe that Charlotte Flair is the greatest women wrestler of all time, she's nipping on her heels. And I don't want somebody to tell me, well, I think it's Trish Stratus. Well, if it's Trish Stratus, then it's Nikki Bella because they're one and the same. I'm not. I love Charlotte Flair, but she's not in my favorite. She's not somebody I go, oh, that's my favorite. I haven't bought a shirt. I haven't thought about buying a shirt. Actually, I did think about buying one. And then my wife said, "You gonna buy a shirt with her saying she's the queen out of my house?" Right? It's when your mother told me I couldn't have a Stone Cold shirt because I had poison on it with the skull. Not that I was a Stone Cold fan, but nonetheless. I like Io Sky in this whole thing, baby girl.
Same.
We're getting what you asked for. Because I said the fans want one-on-one between Rhea and Bianca. I said last week there's still time for that because this is our first interaction of it since that Royal Rumble fiasco. Some say her foot hit the ground. Some say her foot didn't hit the ground. Whatever, we move on from that. Bianca Belair wins this match. I think Bianca Belair deserves to win this match. I think Bianca Belair should win this match. I think she put up with carrying, of her being the Mandalorian, carrying Grogu, a.k.a. Jade Cargill, for a year. She deserves it. It's her payback for bringing somebody else up to make them a star, which is what she did with Jade Cargill. Absolutely. She wins this match. Your thoughts?
Absolutely. I agree with everything. She's not the EXT for no reason. There has to be a time when she is considered the best and wins this title.
Oh, something tells me Naomi calls Bianca, but I want Bianca to win. But it might be Io because of how she's been treated.
That's what I said.
Medusa is the GOAT of women's wrestling. All right, I'm gonna take that and say you cannot sign up to become part of when we start giving away free gifts. Medusa is not the GOAT of women's wrestling. Okay, if that's the case, you might as well say Randy Richter. Okay, well, we're going all the way back then. Stop it. We must stop. Okay. So we both picked Bianca Belair. Then we have the main event.
Gotta hold my breath for this one.
I'm gonna let you go first. Then who wins?
John Cena.
That simple. Jonathan, Horatio, Rodriguez, the GOAT, Hill, Cena.
Yes. Cena wins.
You know, I picked.
Cody's gonna get the title back eventually, but right now, John's getting the title.
See, earlier when I played this, right? I'm gonna play it again. We can hear it.
It's not real life, right? And the bitching and the fucking complaining that is on there, it's not real life.
Right, you can come off that.
Like you could read the internet and it'll sound like this thing is dead. It's not, and I'll use Cody as the example. Cody's already jumped the shark. He's dead as a baby face. He's like, really? Because I don't know. I'm in an arena with 10,000, 15,000 people every night going ape shit for me, selling the most merchandise. He's like, yeah, but sure, whatever you want to say on the internet.
Right. Cody Rhodes is as over as there can be. Cody Rhodes is one of the biggest stars in this company. Cody Rhodes cannot win at WrestleMania for Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, the GOAT, now heals Cena's last WrestleMania match. And I don't want to have a reason to make me feel bad about not wanting to come to New York for SummerSlam. Because when SummerSlam happens, I'll be turning the golden age of 50, and I want to be in Vegas where I can't be in the next 3 days. Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, the GOAT, Tom Brady, Hill, Cena, deserves to win this title. Cody, I've loved you from day 2. You have ruined my Rock and Roman moment. You shall not ruin my guy becoming 17 times world heavyweight champion. There it is. Johnson gets number 17. Jeffrey, so you know what the show is for the intelligent wrestling fans. You are tuned in. You are locked in, my brother. Baby girl, final words on this match.
I'm excited. Honestly, it's John Cena's final WrestleMania. I know the match is going to be amazing because it's John Cena and Cody Rhodes in the same match. I can't wait for it. But John Cena's winning. Sorry, Cody, not sorry. Bye-bye. You've had your time. You've had your time. It's okay. You can open a new storybook. We're listening.
And Fernando, you know what? You can call Stone Cold the GOAT. I'm not going to, I won't argue that. I think when it comes to the perils that is the WWE and all what Vince McMahon wanted to stand for, the way he did with Hogan, damn it. I said his name again. Sorry.
On their feet. On a mirror. Oh, what the?
As he did in the 80s, Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, the GOAT, heel Cena is the biggest wrestler in WWE history. I just think he is. What he has done for Make-A-Wish kids, despite him saying blank them kids right now because the storyline dictates it and it gives him something new to finish his career in, I'm okay with that. What he's done for WWE, what he's done for little kids, what he has done for the WWE, people talk about how Shawn Michaels was the guy during a very low period in the WWE. That was Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, the GOAT, heel Cena. When WWE was not being liked the way that it is right now by being a fad again, and it kind of fell off of being a fad, Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, the GOAT, heel Cena kept that mantle going. And because of that, I believe he is the GOAT. I also pick him to win this and win number 17. People, Saturday night after night 1, we will not be here for a review show because we'll be too busy eating and probably going to go to sleep after that and watching the
right after.
Night 2, Sunday, come back at noon. At noon for night 1 and night 2 not prediction shows, but review shows. Okay, come back for night 1 at 12 o'clock that Sunday afternoon. For the night 1 at 12 o'clock noon, we'll be reviewing night 1, and come back for night 2 immediately. 15 minutes after WrestleMania ends on night 2 for the review show. First, I don't go live after pay-per-views. That's not my thing. Everybody's doing it. But I think that because of my job and I can't do it Monday at 6 o'clock and I don't want to wait till Tuesday, we're going to talk about it. So 2 shows on Sunday, 12 noon after WrestleMania night 1. But then come back tomorrow night or Thursday night for the prediction show from Umpire Review, not the Mike Knoxxx Show predictions. My predictions, I don't know what predictions that matter, but hey, we're still here for the rest of the network as well. So come back and listen to them as well. Any final thoughts, baby girl, leading to this WrestleMania, as you will be one of the ones who will join me this weekend?
I have one singular word. Hype.
Spending Easter with y'all is going to be dope. And it's 420, so my daughter doesn't know nothing about that, but I do. So make sure y'all tune into that as well. I won't make the review at noon, but that's fine. You can come back and make it in that evening time. Jeffrey, thanks, let us know. And that's what a good fan does. That's going to be said. Not going to be here for night 1, though, Jeffrey. Night 1's going to be like, that's going to be the meat and potatoes of WrestleMania. So you got to tune in, my brother. Figure it out at noon. But I get you. Yeah, church. Go to church earlier that day. Right? You go to the first service so that by the second service, you're home, right? Because Saturday afternoon, I'm going to go see Sinners. All right. Look and see my daughter's face. She's mad. I kept trying to tell her I have another girl. It's called her mother. that I have to have a date with. Okay, she's upset she can't see Sinners, but it's okay. She's gonna get to watch WrestleMania. Okay. Any fun? You said excited was your final words. Honeybee, I hope Cena wins. Yeah, so do I.
He will.
He will win. He has to win because he is Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, the GOAT Hill Cena. We need him to win. That is the point. That is what we need from the show. We need it to happen. So, as always, guys, I can't believe we crammed that in, honestly, in an hour and 7 minutes. When the first, took so long. But I thank everybody for joining me. It's a Tuesday morning. But this is really special to me. They're coming back to being on Tuesdays. Haven't been on Tuesdays in 10 years since I moved to Mondays exclusively at 6 p.m. So I thank you guys for coming back. Make sure you guys come back tonight, though, because it's not over. We have the NXT trio, as we like to say around here. We have something for everybody. The Mike Knoxxx Show you tuned in right now this Tuesday morning. Rated R review show you saw last night, but tonight, immediately following NXT, they will have they said deliver prediction show, and as well as the NXT review show for what it takes place tonight. Make sure you guys check that out. Also, All Elite Women Wrestling, we have a little change this week as people are in Vegas. People are on vacation. We'll be joined by Sheriff and Mad Dog. Kevin, like I told you, this Thursday night, we have UPR, Wrestling's prediction show. SmackDown Saturday will not be here. There will not be a collision show this week as well. But hey, wait. There's always room for Jello. Also, something for everybody. If you're watching Daredevil or you watching Raising Kanan, you have that as well. You have, like I said, Sinners is coming out this weekend, so there'll be a review show for that. Challenging All-Stars is tomorrow night at 10 o'clock for the end of the Challenging Review Show. Then coming this Thursday night, we took a page from the wrestling side here on Non-Pop Review Entertainment, and we did our top 5 Marvel draft show. Incredible. I cannot believe that Freckle Sensei got the first randomized pick in every first round. I had picks 2 in rounds 1, 4, and 5, and Victor Moan Jr. had the third pick. The rest of that. So come out and find out what those are. Our top 5 Marvel movie draft. Once a movie's been picked, you cannot select it as well. So with that being said, baby girl, where can I find you and follow Mikayla Wonders? Wow. Yeah. You don't know? What's your social media? How can they follow Mikayla Wonders?
I have Mikayla Wonders on TikTok. I have Wondering About TWD on TikTok. And on YouTube, I have Mikayla Wonders and also Wondering About TWD.
That's The Walking Dead for those who don't know. Okay.
Yes.
I introduced her to it, and now it's all over my face. Just like we erased Hulk Hogan. Well, listen, guys, that's going to be all for us today. We will check y'all out again. The Mike Knoxxx Show coming this Sunday at noon, and then followed by for night 1, and then Sunday after night 2 live as well. All are welcome to join us. Call in. I'll have the call-in number back available, so you have something to say. Come say it. Y'all know what that call-in number is. In case you don't know, get with it, get affiliated with it. Remember, it is 516-259-9517. We'll have that again on Sunday as well. Again, 516-259-9517. Be number to call in for this weekend show. So do me a favor, guys, as we always do around here. God believe it's in my heart. Do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me. And don't love God as each of this weekend, y'all. Make sure before you go pray, after you praise him, you come back and watch the Mike Knoxxx Show, y'all. We are out of here. Fingers.
Lose it, bite my tongue for no one.